Hello everyone, welcome to our today's session. Today we are going to start the first chapter of geography, that is the field visit. In the format of the textbook is that it revises the concepts you have learned till class ninth, and during this revision concepts learned in earlier classes will be helpful to you, and don't forget it. Now children, see, field visit, that is our first chapter in the 10th standard. Field visit you have studied in our earlier classes also. What is the meaning of field visit? What is the importance of field visit? Field visit is very important. Because of field visit, children can get practical knowledge by actually visiting the place. Textual knowledge they are getting easily by reading the textbook, but practical knowledge, it is very important to actually visit the place and observe the thing. So here we will start our lesson. Rahul is going on a field visit with his classmates and school teachers from Naldurg in Usmanabad district to Alibag in Raigad district. The school has engaged a special bus from state transport for this purpose. Rahul and his classmates have organized this visit under their teacher's guidance. Let's find out how the students are experiencing the changes occurring in the relief, soil, vegetation, and human settlement as they travel from Naldur to Alibag. Now, children, see here, Rahul and his classmates, they have arrange a field visit. Of course, it is under the guidance of the teachers. So in that field visit, they have decided the destination from Naladurga to Alibag. Naladurga in Osmanabad district and Alibag in Raigad district. So for this purpose they have engaged a state transport bus. State transport bus means ST bus, and Rahul and his classmates, they organize this visit under the teacher's guidance, because teacher will keep watch on the student. They will give information to the students. So now children will observe various things like relief. Relief means what? Relief means on the surface of the earth there are many places. There particular area, we will speak about a particular area. In a particular area, the highest and lowest point, that is noticed, that is studied, it is called relief. Highest point and the lowest point. So soil, different types of soil the children will see while doing the journey. Different vegetation, some different trees. Some trees are short in height, some are very tall, bushes, shrubs, etc. They will see. Human settlement, how the human settlements are there, linear settlement, dispersed settlement, so nucleated settlement. These things children will observe in their journey. Go through the following conversation between the teacher and the student. Now downside, one conversation has given, and through that conversation they are trying to explain how the field visit should be. Now children, here see, first I want to tell you, in our Maharashtra's map it is given here a pink line, and in that pink line they are trying to show us this pink line. Here to the right hand, that is the Usmanabad district, and they have started their journey from here Naladurga, and then they are going to visit Raigad, Alibag in the Raigad, that is to the left hand of the map. Now see, here Naladurga, students will start their journey from here, then they will reach to the Solapur, then Indapur, then they will go to the Hadapsar. From Hadapsar they will turn their direction, they will go to the Sinhagad, they will see the fort of Sinhagad, then they will go to Pune, and then in this way they will reach to the Alibag. So that is their plan. Beside the personal luggage and iCard, students are carrying the following items with them. Which items they are carrying? Map, first aid box, notepad. In that notepad, notebook, pen, pencil, eraser, sharpener, whatever things children will require, they will keep with them. Water bottle, bag to carry these all the things. Then here binocular, camera, cap, compass, these things children will carry. These all things very important. iCard is very important for the children. Again, they will carry some personal things also. Now children, they have started their journey 6 a.m. That is the day 1 of their journey from Naldurg to Alibag. Now we will start here the conversation between teachers and the student. Teacher said, "Dear students, now we have left Naldurg and are on our way to Solapur. We will have our breakfast at Solapur and lunch near Sinhagad, Pune. Now all of you should observe both sides along the road and note down observations in notebooks with reference to these points." Now children, teacher is saying that we have left the Naldurg, we have started our journey, now we are on our way to the Solapur. We will get our breakfast at Solapur, then we will go to the Sinhagad in the Pune. There we will take our lunch. Now children, you have to observe both sides of the road by sitting on your places. Now see, children will observe the following points in their notebook and they will write in their notebook. So relief, water bodies, they will see while traveling, they will find number of rivers, small lake, pond, and ocean. These things will come in the water body. Vegetation, trees, bushes, shrubs, herbs, etc. Soil, which type of soil, black soil, red soil, etc. Agriculture, human settlement and settlement pattern, linear settlement. Suppose if the houses are very close to each other and they are in a line, the houses are settled along the both sides of the road, that is called linear settlement. Dispersed settlement means what? The houses are very far away from one another. Again, like that, various settlements the children will observe, that we will study in detail in our further. Rahul says, "Yes, madam, I can see that we are experiencing undulating topography, and some in between we can find plain. We can also see some agricultural field." Rahul, he says that, "Yes, madam, we have started our observation and I found that there is some undulating topography." Undulating topography means what? Slightly up and down area. This area is slightly up and down like waves, and some places we can find the plain region. So there is some agricultural field also I can see. Sakshi, she says, "We can see small settlement along the road. We can also see tea stall, dhabas, petrol pump and other shops." Sakshi, she is saying that, "Yes, madam, we have started our observation and I have seen both the sides of the road. I have seen some tea shops, tea stall, dhaba, petrol pump and other shops." Teacher says, "Yes, Meena, your observations." Then Meena, she said, "Madam, we are going down the slope." Means we are going to the slope region now. Now teacher says, "Correct. Now we are in the southern part of the Balaghat ranges. They are the eastern offshoots of the Sahyadris." Eastern offshoots of the Sahyadris means what? Now children, here see, I will try to show you. It is our map, and in that is the Western Ghat. This blinking blue line, that is the Western Ghat. To the these along with the Western Ghat, there are Sahyadri ranges, and eastern side of the Sahyadri ranges we can find the offshoots of the Balaghat. keep looking at the map given to you and topography outside, you can easily see the changes occurring in the landscape. Now tell me about the settlement pattern and the housing types. Teacher is saying yes. Now you have to observe the thing and you have to tell me about the settlements and the settlement pattern and the topography outside. Suraj said, Madam, in rural areas we see houses in a straight line along the road. The walls of the houses are made of clay while use of mud and wood is visible in making the roof. Suraj is saying that yes madam, we have seen the houses in a straight line to the rural areas, and the houses are kacha houses because it is made of mud of clay, and it is made of mud, and the roof of the houses it is also made by the mud and wood, and that mud and wood of the roof it is easily visible. So Renuka she said in this area we can mainly see dry grass. Trees which have shed their leaves are visible in some places. So Renuka says, she is saying that ma'am, there are some dry grasses found and some trees which shed their leaves. The it is maybe the deciduous area, because in the deciduous area the trees are shedding their leaves in a particular season because of irrigation facility, because of rainfall there is dry grass. So these things Renuka observed. Teacher said, good observation Suraj and Renuka. Such settlements are called linear settlements. We have learnt in 7th standard. The houses which you saw are called mud and wood houses. It is also called dhabanchi ghare. These are the traditional houses built by a specific method. The vegetation here belongs to the dry deciduous type. They shed their leaves during the particular season. So teacher is saying good observation. When both sides of the road houses find in a line, so that is called linear settlement. And the houses which is made by the mud and wood, that is called mud and wood houses, and also called dhabanchi ghare. So she is saying that in the deciduous type the vegetation find that they shed their leaf in a particular season. After some time they reach Solapur city. Teacher says, now we have reached Solapur city. In urban area the population density is high. Teacher says that now we have reached in the Solapur city, and in the urban area the population density is high. Population density it is measured in a unit. So 1 square kilometer, how many individual people are living, so that is measured, and it is called population density. So in the urban area we can see the population density is high. We see multi-stored houses. They are made from a mixture of cement, sand, rubble and water. So teacher is saying that here we can see the multi-store houses. Multi-store means 3 floor, 4 floor, 2 floor, like that houses we can find, and they are made of cement and concrete, sand, rubble means small particles of rock we can and water. So cement and concrete, a mixture of cement and concrete made that houses, that is pakka houses we can see in the urban areas. They are constructed using bricks. Shops with modern amenities like shopping malls, big restaurants, etc. found along the roads. So teacher is saying that modern amenities, big shops, malls, big restaurants found in this urban area. Students started observing the distinctive characteristics of the urban area. After some time the teacher asked Rahul to distribute the breakfast packets among the students. They had their breakfast. So teacher says that teacher given responsibility to Rahul. Maybe Rahul is the monitor, and he got the in charge to distribute all the student breakfast packets. Now teacher says, now we are crossing Solapur city. Dear students, see that cultivation around. What do you see? Observe and tell. Teacher is saying that now after their breakfast, as they had finished their breakfast, they started their journey. Teacher is saying, now children, now you have to observe about the cultivation. And what do you see? You have to tell to me. Children observe on the both sides of the road and started writing down their observations in notebook. This continued for a long time. Means children, they have started their observation for a long time. Whatever observations they have done, they were writing in their notepad, notebooks, etc. Savitri, she said, Madam, I find the field are greener here. When we had left Naldurg, we had seen shrub crop and there was some sugarcane, but now I can see that is mainly sugarcane being cultivated here. So Savitri, she is saying, the madam, when we have started our journey in Naldurg, I have seen some dry grasses and vegetation. In that, little bit sugarcane was cultivated, but I have seen here mainly greenery, and mainly sugarcane is cultivated in the Solapur city. Maybe more irrigation facilities available, because sugarcane is require lot water, so that irrigation facilities available in the Solapur district. That's why mainly sugarcane is cultivated here. Teacher said, correct. When we had left Naldurga, we have seen cultivation of moong, urad and other pulses, but now it is mainly sugarcane. This is because of the availability of the irrigation facility. Teacher says, yes, your observation is correct, Savitri. Because in Naldurga, we have seen the cultivation of moong and urad and other pulses. But because of the irrigation facility, sugarcane is mostly cultivated in the Solapur city. Now Savitri says, yes, madam, we had crossed a canal some time ago, and now I can see a large reservoir here. Which is this reservoir, madam? Near Indapur, the teacher asked the bus driver to stop at the side of the road. The students got down in a line and gathered around the teacher in a disciplined way. So when Savitri said, yes, madam, I have seen a small canal some time ago. Now I have seen a large reservoir here. Now which is this reservoir? She asked the question to the madam. Now teacher has given order to the bus driver to stop the bus. As the bus stopped, students came down in a line in a very disciplined manner. They gathered around their teacher systematically, and they started to observe the water reservoir. Which is this water reservoir? Now we will see. Children, can you see here figure 1.9, Ujni Dam reservoir? That students are observing this dam. Now in our map we will see. As they have started their journey from Naldurga, then they took their breakfast here in the Solapur. Afterward they have started their journey. Now they reached to the Indapur, and Indapur, teacher ordered to the bus driver to stop, and they are watching the Ujni reservoir. So Ujni reservoir, it is located in Indapur, and it is right side of the road, and left side the bus driver and the students are observing the Ujni Dam. Now children, see, we will start now this. Did you understand? Now they have watching the students, they were watching the Ujni Dam. Teacher says, refer to your map as shown there. What you can see to our right, that are backwaters of Ujni Dam built on the river Bhima. So teacher is saying that children, yes, that is the Ujni Dam, and this dam is built on the river Bhima, and we are going to study the backwater of Ujni Dam. Backwater means what? Backwater is also the part of the river, but the main flow of the river means the river current is more in the mainstream, and the backwater there is a very less current, or we can say there is no current in the backwater of the river. Means the river water is, the backwater is stable, it is stopped there. So children, they were observing the backwater of the Ujni Dam. This dam is mainly used for supplying drinking water. So now children, what are the uses of that dam water, Ujni Dam water? That is informed by their teacher that this water is used for the drinking purpose. It is also used for the power generation, fishing and irrigation. Some students click the pictures of the surrounding. They board the bus and their journey started again. So children took the pictures of various locations of that Ujni Dam. Then they have started their further journey. Pooja said, "Madam, this seemed to be a plain area." The teacher said, "Yes, we are going through a plain region. This is a part of the Deccan Plateau itself. As we go westward, we will notice major changes in the relief and vegetation." Now teacher says that, she said that, "Madam, when we have started our journey, that time it was undulating topography, means slightly up and down area, but now it seems to be a plain area." Teacher says, "Yes, your observation is right, because we have reached to the Deccan Plateau." Plateau means plain area, but it is above the sea level. The height is above the sea level. As we go to the westward, we will notice a major changes in the relief and the vegetation. Now children, from the Naldurg till the Indapur, they were coming in a straight line, straight road, but now they are going to change their way to the westward. As they will change their way, then they will find the major changes in the relief as well as the vegetation. After a few hours of journey, they left the main road near Hadapsar and turned towards Sinhagad. There were many big and small hotels at foothills. They stopped at an open space at the roadside and had their lunch. They relaxed for a while. So as they have changed their direction from Hadapsar, they turn, then they move to the Sinhagad. There they they stopped the bus in an open space. There they took the lunch, relaxed for a while, and again they have started their journey. Now see here children, I will show you here. Near Hadapsar, they have reached the Hadapsar. After Hadapsar, they have changed their direction toward the west side. Then they reached to the Sinhagad. Hope you understood this. Now Nazma, she is saying, "I noticed that when we left Naldurga, trees like jujbi, bor and babul etc. were visible, but here different trees are seen." Nazma, she is saying that, "Ma'am, we have seen some other trees like jujbi, bor, bear kaped and babul, but now different trees are seen here." Teacher said, "Good. While crossing Naldurga, we saw semi-arid thorny type of vegetation." Semi-arid thorny means what? Where the rainfall is less, means semi-arid region, near about 250 to 500 millimeter rainfall falling in that region. Changing in type of vegetation is an indicator of changes in the amount of rainfall in that area. So as we are crossing the different places, we can find the changes in the vegetation, and vegetation changes find because of the falling of rainfall in that particular area. We see that Anjan, ironwood, banyan and peepal tree are more in number here. So banyan tree, anjan tree and people tree are found here. Alright, now we have reached the foothills of Sinhagad. Now we will climb to the top and you will see the offshoots of Western Ghat. You will only carry your iCard, notebook, pen, binocular, camera, cap, map and water bottle. Keep your luggage and other items in the bus itself. Teacher, she has given instruction to the student. Now children, we are going to visit to the fort of Sinhagad because we are reached to the foothills of the Sinhagad. Now you can see various things. You can see the offshoots of the Western Ghat from the Sinhagad. So teacher is saying that just carry water bottle, iCard, notebook, pen, pencil, binocular, camera, map, these things with you, and remaining your luggage you have to keep in bus itself. Now children, we will stop here and we will study the next further lesson in our next session. Thank you very much.